It's working! It's working! Are you set up properly?
Yes?
Let us know if you can actually hear Owen, because he was not prepared.
Yes, audio check. Please.
Hi.
Hi.
We can hear and see you. Awesome. Excellent. So it begins. Welcome everyone. This is Egosoft Official. I'm Lorraine.
I'm
Lothari
Owen.
Wilson. That's Owen's the legendary Xenon Slayer, the one and only.
It's almost like a name a 12-year-old would come up with.
Funny that. Yeah. Yeah, so a little bit of background before we get started. We've been very busy with X4, and we know everyone is pretty excited about that. We are too.
And curious.
And we are too. But while we were thinking about what we wanted to do in terms of streaming, we couldn't really find a new.
Well, there's a lot of stuff
thing.
we could show, but there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we showed
There's a
more
lot
than
of
I
small
expected in the
technical
previous
stuff,
streams,
and yeah, we're just a little worried about showing loads of small technical things that not everyone is interested in. So Owen here came up with another idea of just streaming X3 for a little while, and
yeah, here we are.
I liked that idea, so I decided to tag along. Here we are, and we're going to play a little bit of X3 Albion Prelude, which is how old now? 10 years?
Albion Prelude?
Yeah.
No, that was 2012?
2012, so only nearly 6 years old.
Yeah. Terran Conflict was 2008.
But, that said, shout out to Daniel Finney and Alexei Zakharov for some awesome music, which I'm now realizing, now that I hear it, how much I miss. It's so good. The music for this game is so good.
Apparently I look like I just woke up. Maybe
It's
I did
been a long
CJ.
day.
You know what kind of day I've had,
day.
so.
Right. Shall we get started then?
Yes.
Let's just hop in, shall we? Why not?
Whoa.
I'm so fascinated to see how devs play the game normally. This is going to be fun. I'm not actually going to be playing, I'm just going to be sitting here bugging Owen as he desperately tries to remember how to play the game.
How are the audio levels here? Oh, gotta turn off the music in the background.
Music a little bit lower. Audio is fine. So many conflicting opinions.
Okay, yep, we can work on that. Okay, well, anyway, what we are going to be doing today, I'm going to start in the humble... God, that is loud. Humble merchant start, and we're just going to take a tour around the universe. Someone suggested that. Hopefully we'll have some interesting things to say along the way.
We're going to be asking ourselves some serious questions and answering some from chat as well, and just chatting and chilling for a little while. So feel free to ask your questions. Yes, they can be about X4. No, we will not answer all of them.
Yeah, when it comes to X4 questions, we'll probably just reiterate what we have already answered, because we don't want people to miss out, because they're not necessarily interested in this kind of stream, and they might be waiting for the next X4 stream. So we don't want to cover up the answers that they're interested in. Okay. Well, might as well just get started.
If you can imagine it, Owen, you can achieve it. Did you know that?
I'll put that on the whiteboard.
If you can dream it, you can become it. Narband, Taipei. Oh, I forgot about this. All the Xenon.
Bit quiet, isn't it? I can just... Oh, wait, maybe I've turned it down.
What are some starting tips starting on the Humble Merchant? Sell one of the ships you start with was usually my first move. Depending on what direction you wanted to go in, I usually ended up selling the Discoverer.
Oh no, I'm selling the freighter.
Today, sure, but normally I'm going into that game start to trade, so a disco is not going to get me very far.
Oh, I love the cutscenes that came out of this. You had some... I mean, it's typical, pretty difficult making cutscenes in this game. You have to do some cool tricks with the camera, moving your ship around.
It works very well, though. All my enemies become allies. Against the Terrans, I just...
Knowing our luck, we're going to find a typo in one of these.
Is this X4? No, this is... Oh, Skazer. That would be our character artist.
Oh, that guy.
Mm-hmm. Nice try, though. Nice try. No, it's X3 AP.
Oh, the cutscene editor. Yeah, that was a thing. Getting all these ships to move in the right way. Best way of doing that, don't make them move, just move the camera. Shh.
Single tier Psycho.
Terrorist.
Yeah. Yes. What's the plan for today? Just fly around, explore, tour the universe of X3 Albion Prelude. Watch Owen desperately try to play the game he helped create.
Blow stuff up.
Blow stuff up, get blown up. Probably.
This is a long cutscene.
Becoming Taladi Druglords. I mean, in 2 hours? That's a bit of a stretch. All the hype.
If you're asking if there will still be streams like we used to have, yeah, we're still gonna try and show off X4 and tell you about it. I'm not sure what the next one is going to be, or when it's going to be, or even if it is going to be one of those streams, because we were thinking of other ways to give info on X4, maybe more focus on developers, what one individual is actually doing.
Argon, flight school, Buster.
Alright, here we
Do
go.
you remember how to fly? Do you need the flight school? That's what I want to know.
No, I don't want to even think about the flight school tutorials. No, they're the worst. Right. Suicidal squid. Nah. Dead is Dead was not going to happen today. So yeah, I don't know how many people... Anyone here who hasn't played X3 before? Because here we have a freighter and the Discoverer. Prepared to disco immediately.
Good old bandana.
Alright. What I want to do is get to Black Hole Sun and destroy some Xenon.
He has to live up to his name. He has to prove that he is the
far away.
legitimate
That's
Xenon Slayer.
Way over here. So, first thing I'm going to do is get some speed upgrades and sell that ship.
Argon, Mercury.
This is so you're going to immediately head to Argon Prime, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be the nearest equipment.
Make sure that things like CETA are all the way up.
Destroying Xenon in a disco. I mean, this is Owen Xenon Slayer Lake.
Nice
If anyone
border.
can do it, he can do it. I believe. I want to believe.
Oh, let's turn Betty off. Don't need it all the time. How's the audio now? I haven't actually changed anything yet. Yeah, there are closer Xenon sectors, but Black Hole Sun, that's where I used to hunt. Back in the day of Extension.
Not just destroying Xenon in a Discoverer, destroying Xenon in an unarmed Discoverer. Yes! Absolutely.
Yeah. Truth be
That's a
told,
very good point.
truth be told, I did do a quick run of this yesterday. I got as far as the Pirate Alley area, and then I picked a fight with an elite, and I forgot
And
they
then
had
you
turrets.
realised you have no weapons.
They have turrets. Ooh. So I guess, who are we? What do we do?
Argon.
When it comes to
That's an excellent
Egosoft.
question. I mean, do you mean the company or us specifically?
Us, I guess.
Okay, it's easier for me to start, I guess, because I haven't been here as long, and I've had my fingers in far fewer pies. So, technically speaking,
Far fewer pizzas.
far fewer pizzas as well. Hi, I'm Lorraine. I'm a game addict, I guess. I have been working at Egosoft for 3.5 years, I think. I came in just after X Rebirth was released. Technically, I'm a mission developer, but since I started, I've also ended up working on things such as NPC voice lines and writing. Generally, Shippy McShitface. Should have seen that one coming. Where was I? Yeah, I generally do stuff to do with content design, story design, also some balancing work in X4, which has been fun. I did a lot of the early concept for ships,
Mercury.
and I have also been giving a helping hand when it comes to NPCs, generally. How they look, how they react to stuff. And that's me. That's basically what I do. Owen, that's far more complicated.
Well, started, I don't know, back in X2 days. I think the first thing I actually actively did was, I think I did some script for the X2 bonus pack. I think it was the command to tell a ship to fly through a gate or something. And I was always into the whole scripting thing. But,
Was that
then-
on, what was that using? 'Cause
that was
would
the
have been before
script
MD,
editor,
right?
yeah. That was the in-game script editor thing. Then I went on to testing alpha builds of Reunion, which I think I can think of some stories to tell when I run across some objects later. Excuse me. And then I think it was in 2007 when development started on Terran Conflict. I got into mission development and ended up working on the plot. Several of the plots. There were, I don't know,
There were
5.
many plots in Terran Conflict.
Yeah, I did a few of those. We had quite a bit of a team there. I think there were 2 or 3 of us. We each picked plots to do ourselves. And by that point, I was already here in 2008. Oh, right, of course.
You are positive. Please dock
I am positive.
as soon as you get green position lights.
And yeah, past mission development, I actually just got into general programming. I learned
Successfully
C++
docked.
and stuff
On
here.
behalf of our president and senator,
just
the Argonauts
so many
welcome
pies,
you
so many-
aboard.
Connection to
So many
local
things I've been
trading
involved in.
network established.
Now let me just get this done. It's tricky trying to talk and do this. I have such respect for.
5 megajoules. shield.
Suddenly streaming seems far more difficult.
You have gained recognition.
Alright, you know what?
Insufficient
How many
credit.
hard points do I have on this?
Impulse.
4.
4. Okay. Right, and I want to. Where's the music gone?
You're on a station.
The music on stations?
Insufficient credit. Engine tuning. Install.
It's gonna be a weird build.
I saw quite a good question, a quite simple question. Your first X game to play. Did you start with?
I started with Extension,
Okay, only one ahead of me then.
Docking granted.
because
Command
I can remember
accepted.
it was at PC World. I was at PC World with my dad, and just saw Argon Prime, you know, just the start area, just trying to figure out how to move. Like an 11-year-old kid or something, I just didn't get it. But A few days later, my dad came back and had a copy of X Gold, which had X Beyond the Frontier, an extension, and yeah. Back in the days where a family only had like one PC, they must have... I don't know how many hours I put in on that. I wish I still had my save games. But yeah.
I started with X2, which was amazing. And I can't remember exactly how I got into it. I think my dad introduced me because my dad was beta testing or something? I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. It was, what, 2002? So...
You were saying audio on the music is a bit loud.
Oop. Toasty helped with texts as well. He wrote the text for Balance of Power. That may well be true. I don't know in the end. I wasn't old enough to really be paying attention to what my dad was up to.
Probably should have bought some other shields.
You didn't drop the ones you were using, did you?
I sold the ones on my Mercury.
Okay.
Because I think you get more money than if you sold it. Yeah.
The Argon Federation welcomes you on board.
Connection to local trading network
I
established.
think I did this. This info up here.
The one that's hidden by our faces,
Oh,
you mean,
yeah,
on stream.
okay, yeah.
Don't worry about it. We know what we're doing.
Oh yeah, let's sell it. Oh, it's been so long.
Mercury sold.
Okay.
Will there be
How much
new
money have we
books from Helga T. Counts like in former games?
I
don't
hope
know.
so.
Maybe. I hope
Helga's
so.
still involved. He's still around. You saw him again last Christmas.
He came to play pinball with us for our Christmas party,
Oh,
which was amazing. Great experience.
Federal Argon
So,
shipyard.
the journey begins. Probably should.
You did buy a weapon, right?
Did I not buy it? Check the footage. Oh god, I hope I didn't put it in my
You
Mercury.
put it in the
Did I
Mercury.
put it in the Mercury?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay.
Argon equipment dock.
Never mind.
Well, at least I sold them again.
Hi, Lino.
Please dock
Thanks for
as soon
joining
as
us.
you get green position lights.
To me, there's a frame rate dropping. Yay.
The Terrans are here. Run! We're not ready!
If the frame rate drops, it means the Terran fleet has arrived.
Successfully docked.
On behalf
Okay.
of our president
They're
and
not that
senator,
expensive.
the
In connection to
I can
local
get some shields.
trading
I have two
network
already.
established.
Not that.
Engine tuning installed.
Not too many, brother.
Rudder optimization installed. Duplex scanner installed.
Think we're about ready. Why not?
Trading system extension
Some
installed.
mosquito missiles, because
Mosquito missile.
alright. Journey begins again.
Impulse ray impulse ray emitter. Impulse ray emitter.
That's
I've already got a boost.
That's better.
Oh yeah, let's get out of here. The frame rate's tanking.
So, is it bad that I cannot remember how much space there is between the wall and Black Hole Sun?
It's
It's
probably
been a
good-
long time
probably
since I've
good 30
taken
sectors.
that.
Yeah, I mean, these boring areas we can just blast through, and
Cattle ranch.
unless we see something interesting. I
Data.
mean, I'm not an artist, so I can't really say much about the art stuff. There's a few things.
I can say it
and
looks
bugs.
amazing.
Yeah.
It really does. I love the way this game works. I always have. Excuse me.
Can I set my guns to auto-aim? Not yet.
Entering system. President's End.
Because I think I need another extension for that. President's End.
Rip.
Nothing bad ever happened here.
Someone suggested in the forum actually trying to claim a Kark destroyer and blow up President's End again. How cold and cruel is that?
Oh, haunting. Remember that cutscene? I think it was just a trailer maybe, where the guy's on the bridge and then it blows up and then he ends up in space and you got the heavy breathing. He's trying to flee the area.
It's a great storyline. X2 was a very, very good game.
Now, I don't know how many missions I'm gonna do. How much money have I got? I do want to capture a ship. I get a better ship. So if I run across a pirate,
If we're flying through the pirate sectors in the middle, we can come across a couple, I think.
Entering system. Elena's fortune.
Bye, Skazer. See you on Monday. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, so would be nice to get a bit of trading, but when I get a bigger ship, maybe.
How are your standings in this start? That's a very good question.
Let's see.
The Paranid hate us, obviously.
Yeah, I might pop into Priest Rings, say hi, they tell me to get out, and then that's what you do.
Split don't really
Saving
care.
is only possible when docked at a station or by using salvage insurance.
The good old days. Salvage insurance.
How did I get my IREs so soon? I sold my freighter. I am the worst merchant in the history of trading.
Positive, please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
So I'm just going to save here, because yesterday when I was testing, I got past this sector, picked a fight and didn't survive.
As per run of X Games, this stream is to last around 3,000 hours. Sure, I'm up for it.
Oh
no, our boss is back.
This isn't on our task list.
Cargo bay extension installed.
Alright.
You have gained recognition.
Yeah,
Well, that was easy.
Federation Associate. Nice.
Alright.
See you on Monday.
Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Just trying to think.
No, that wasn't Bern. That was Peter, our producer.
Is it still broken? Yep. Nothing to see here.
Not enough pizza in the office for a 3,000 hour stream. That is absolutely correct.
Gold. Can we not get out of here now? Did we fix that? Oh, I might be stuck. No, I'm good.
We know the game so well.
That probably has a
hack,
reason.
Hack through the bugs. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine.
There's also other stuff like, if you go through here really quick, it's like the trench run. I'm not going to try that today. I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Oh,
So-
Metal Venom, our pizza doesn't arrive on mopeds anymore. It arrives on those really small cars that can rotate on all four wheels. Because that technology exists.
Metal Venom. Yeah, I think Metal Venom, you're the guy who did the cutscenes, right?
It's over the... Yes, that's true. Also, there is a pizza place about 5 minutes, not even that, 2-minute walk away from us.
Yeah, this stream's sponsored by Lido Pizza.
Yeah.
System split fire.
Yes, and most of your trailers. Thank you,
Yeah.
Metal Venom. They're all amazing.
Right, I am... Ooh, who's that over here? Oh no, not an elite again.
Elite.
I ran into one of these yesterday and I forgot about that turret.
Don't do that.
No. Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay. Could blow up a pirate satellite, but that won't do much.
See, this is where it gets tense. Because, of course, we need to go through that gate.
Gate.
No,
Brennan's
we need to go
triumph.
east. Eat. That was Winning slip. Yeah, I want to steal someone's ship, but these guys are
Pirate
heading
Terran.
straight towards me.
And then when that still happens, yeah, they are all three very popular choices.
Yeah, also got go for the usual schnitzel.
Hmm.
Schnitzel place.
Indian as well now.
Danger entering atmosphere. You know this game.
Brennan's Triumph.
This gate. I don't know how long it took until we fixed it, but it was placed so close to the planet. You touch it, you go get sent through, and it says entering atmosphere. I think we fixed that.
That wasn't necessarily a... It's a cool environmental thing.
It's fixed. You're going through hyperspace. You're not. What is going on here?
Triumph.
You're in pirate territory now.
Here's the pirate now.
Pirate Discoverer.
Good evening, Ives. Ives? Ivers? Wives?
Empty roll of toilet paper. Does it?
Pirate Carrack.
It kind of reminds me of Reaver ships from Firefly. Kind of.
I was thinking the Reaver Rebirth.
No.
Anything good I can get at the pirate base?
You did take a weird way to go to Black Hole Sun, did we? I have no idea where we're going.
I'm gonna go south from here and then towards like Avarice kind of way. I can get through Avarice, can't I? Flight command software. I am gonna run into a mine.
Pirate
There mines here? No. This is quite a run to do in a Discoverer, though.
You are positive, please, dog. As soon
I
as you
like how
get
they keep
green
telling you you're so
position
positive,
Yeah.
Owen. They're so right. What could possibly go wrong flying a Discoverer through Pirate Alley? I don't know, let's find out together.
Hello, matey. A hearty welcome aboard this pirate station.
How have I never heard that voice line before? That's amazing!
Cargo life support
boarding
system
pods.
installed.
Why not?
I tended to avoid, I played this GameStar all the time, but I tended to avoid this particular area of space.
Split high-tech.
There is a reason
transporter.
why we decided that Owen would actually play and I would just sit here being me for 2 hours, in that Owen is far better at combat. I am terrible at fighting in this game.
I'm not bad. I'm still controlling with just arrow keys at the moment. Oh, these guys don't like me. Oh no.
I hear gunshot. It's like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Pirate.
So
They're off
we
to
are
the
going to die
southwest.
very quickly.
Pirate Blast Claw. Protogate. Dana.
Protogate?
Jones. Pirate Blast Claw.
So-
Prototype.
Blast Claw, what? That was added in Terran Conflict, I think. Am I wrong? We added a lot of ships in Terran Conflict that
Target is now in firing.
I don't know if I've ever owned one, flown one.
Target left firing range.
I am going to be the hallmark of professionalism. Right back.
Okay,
Do you want a plate?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm okay.
Fine. Then just
Still
me.
full of pizza.
I'll be right back, people.
Chance.
Right now, I am just looking for something to
Pirate
fight.
Falcon. Vanguard.
Oh, that's a tough cookie. And he's not alone.
Nom.
Might still be frozen.
I have dessert.
So, we have quite a way to go. But we are making time. So yeah, more of what I've done. I did the main Terran plots. Oh, did we loot? I think we lost chat.
Target is now in firing range.
It's now just said welcome to chat, so we might have missed a few.
If there were some questions that we may have missed, please feel free to repost them. I'm not sure what happened.
Memorial.
In the meantime, I am going to continue enjoying this
Pirate
delicious donut.
Caravel. Pirate Harrier.
This guy alone?
Pirate Discoverer. Target is now
Oh.
in firing range.
Right, it begins.
You are
Oops, that was not.
Pirate Harrier. Alert. Alert.
Didn't say for a while.
Wasp missile. is under attack.
Okay, we are in trouble.
Memorial.
There's a gate right there. Run.
I'm in my spacesuit.
What? Oh no.
Okay.
Pirate Harrier.
I never usually eject, but I panicked. Yeah, that's a reload. They're not coming for me. I could strafe to Black Hole Sun. You are fast to strafing in a spacesuit. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Auto saves. Oh, I think.
That's weak. You should have done the rest of the way to Black Hole Sun in the spacesuit. I'm disappointed in you. Time for Lorraine to take over. That's a terrible idea. We would make it even less distant.
Successfully docked.
Can someone remind
Such
me?
a good voice line.
Connection to local
Can you
train
target
network
missiles?
established.
Like,
Cargo
is there a
bay
hotkey for just getting the nearest missile? Because I had some mosquito missiles on me,
Mosquito missile installed.
and that would have been good to shoot down some missiles. There were a lot of missiles though. Oh, I didn't buy the space weed.
Here we are again.
I am not sure if we have the bonus pack installed here. What localization of X4? Probably whatever we had for Rebirth usually. I think most of our games have the main languages that we say are English, French,
yeah, we translate
Italian,
text
German, Spanish,
into all
Russian.
of those. Russian, Korean, Chinese, simplified and traditional.
Not all have localized voice.
And we localize the voice, or at least in Rebirth, we localize the voice in French and German. Well,
Entering system. Dana's Chan.
Okay, let's just blast through this. I didn't get that far. Least favorite race. Can I say the Yaki? Is that cheating? Because I never
be
really
as
got that.
space
faction.
racist as you want.
Nopilios
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the Argon
Hmm.
that much. The other races interest me more, particularly the Split.
Human.
It's like any RPG.
I mean, I like their story,
you don't
like the
pick-
background,
yeah.
but who they are
But
is
you
just a
don't
bit
pick
bland.
you don't pick the human if there's an alien or an elf or an orc on.
Entering
Option.
system. Nopilios'
This is
memorial.
familiar.
Boron is the favorite of a lot of people. Split as well, I find, in reading. Because either you, as a Split, you go and destroy the Boron, or as the Boron, you
Boron
flee for your life from the
biotransporter.
Split, I guess.
What do you want?
Oh, you're in trouble, mate.
Ego Lino, I'm not a fan of the Kark. Why though? They're amazing. I like the Split as well.
Oh, this is not a good area.
The split remind me of Klingons a little bit. I see where you're coming from.
Draw parallels to lots of things. Ooh, loot. Like I always thought that the Paranid were kind of like Romulan-ish, in a sense. But if you try to put them together into stuff,
if you pull at a string to make the Paranid seem like the Romulan, then the Paranid seem like the Romulan. Yes, sure, if you like.
I wouldn't mind getting some of that loot.
Because they always had the absolutely crushing insta-hit beams and obliterated me. Okay, I see your point.
Excellent timing. I have work of much honor for you. Do you want profit first?
There is no honor in scanning asteroids. That's fun though.
Look at that reward!
I know, not really worth it, but it's
I
a
get more
stolen
from
ship.
picking up a mosquito missile.
Remember the other day how I was telling you that these are balanced really difficult and actually you're going to die if you do any of them? Now I can prove that.
Thing is, I can't remember how they scale. I think the higher your reputation, they begin to scale like crazy. Like, the same mission would give you, I don't know, 100 times as much. Which even then is not a lot.
Successfully docked.
In the name of Priest Emperor
Right, we've
Connection
saved.
to local trading network
Right.
established.
Is Priest Emperor Zar alive and well in X4? We'll be sure to ask.
Honestly don't know.
State,
How many years after is this?
Paranid are very long-lived, so I don't think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a problem.
Mahi-Ma is certainly dead.
Could you hint in what time X4 will play? I think we've answered this already, but maybe before I do, CBJ can tell me, just so that I don't put my foot in it. Will there be any Jedi in X4?
Hatikva's faith.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell you this, but no, there won't be any Jedi.
Not since the Purge.
I think you'll find it's called Order 66.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, chat. North or east? So we've got the split sectors over there. This is Twitch Plays X. This is not going to go well. Tell me what keys to press. So we got Argon sectors over there. I have to go through a Xenon sector if I go that way.
You know how this ends,
Yeah.
right? East. Yep, there we go. Everyone's just saying east.
Okay, I'm turning off the HUD frame rate.
North. Thank you, Brit Dragon.
How is no one
East,
saying south?
east,
Oh,
east.
there is a south gate. Okay, you can't.
I don't know where you are, but it has to be east. Northeast. The big N. I think it unfortunately looks like this is where it ends. Again.
It just means I have to fly away from the Xenon and... Yes, even the Xenon Slayer flees the Xenon sometimes.
South.
Thank you, Fiend.
It's too late now. The decision has been made.
Not.
Alright. Skype is...
Do you use agile or waterfall methodology in your work?
Whatever works. Whatever sticks.
Waterfall, no. I think we can safely say that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I, at least from what, I studied this a little bit at university and basically got the impression that waterfall sucks.
I honestly don't know what we're talking about.
Agile is probably the closest. VCS, what does VCS mean? I should know that, probably.
VSS is like a little sniper, right?
VCS.
Oh, wait.
Virtual cake simulator? There's a bakery down the road. We use that for cakes, but they're not virtual.
Version
Version control. Tortoise
Version-
SVN.
Yeah.
I did know that. Of course I knew that. I didn't go to university to study computing for 4 years.
Entering system. Aladna.
I learned all I
Egosoft
know
Office
here.
sniper rifle, absolutely. That is something that happened.
There is not much going on in this run.
Free
No
Argon
little
trading
ships to
station.
pick off and capture. Unless I really annoy a race.
USB sticks.
We do have those.
We do have them, yes. They are a thing that
Fast
exists.
drivers.
You are talking?
Spin it. I've got a lead. Reckon you can take the job?
Oh, no. Find mission. The follow missions.
This system is full of ships.
Just joined. What is this about? This is me trying to get to distant Xenon territory and blow some up. And yeah, hopefully something happens along the way.
It's very quiet, which is fine. It's a chilled atmosphere. We like that.
Yeah, I'm actually going to skip Avarice because it's, yeah, big.
Yep, exactly. Just a couple of devs having fun playing X3 Albion Prelude.
Entering system.
Or, more
Light
precisely,
apart.
one playing and one being an annoying backseat gamer. By the way, all of this, what you're doing, it's all wrong. You could have done it so much better. Like, you died. That sucked.
In an epic way, I didn't expect to eject. And then they left me alone. Yeah, Alex Sakov. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher your
Alexei,
name.
yeah, Alexei still makes, is still working for us.
Yeah, not just music, sound effects, all that sound
I
jazz.
burn it.
Thankfully, that one's in German, so I can ignore it.
I mean, yeah, never mind.
Can you start the plot in any game start? I think you can.
Gate.
That is how it's supposed to be designed.
Yeah, the person to answer that question is me.
Ah, Lino, thank you. You answering means we didn't have to. Why aren't the Paranid in X4 built like trucks and stand 7 feet tall? But the Paranid were never 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall
7
ain't that
feet
big.
tall, 7 feet.
Montalar.
Yeah, that's not that big. Feet.
Sorry, yeah,
I'm
I'm in
6.
metric, yeah. They are 2 meters tall.
Yeah, that's about 7 foot.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they
there you
are.
go. There you go. You
I
should
actually
have
think they
started
are
by abducting
pretty
the
big.
fastest ship in the game. Isn't the fastest ship in the game a Terran ship? Which would have blown us out of the sky?
What, in this game?
Yeah, I
think
can't
the-
remember.
Isn't it the Pegasus?
Maybe.
Paranid Pegasus was the fastest one? Or at least it was an extension.
Any plans for X4 with VR? We've answered this one before, I know that. Not straight away, because as we learned with X Rebirth VR, it's a... It requires the game to be balanced very differently.
Yeah, but the technology that we had in X Rebirth still exists in X4.
Yeah, I mean, we made a lot
Like
of
the back end
steps
of stuff.
forward with a lot of things, so it definitely had a good influence. Praise be to the Priest Emperor. Exactly, Alpha Gemo. Long live the Paranid. Except
Prelude
the
is
splits
too
are
peaceful.
better. Albion, sorry, what? This is the game with the massive Terran and Argon fleets that fly around the place, blowing each
just
other up
thinking
forever.
I could trigger a mission. It's an escort one. That's gonna be fun, right? Yeah, we got CETA. We got time acceleration.
XR VR was very empty compared to normal. It kind of has to be
Yeah,
because
the scale was
virtual
bad.
reality is a lot more performance
It's demanding.
dependent. It demands a lot, so you have to. This is what I meant by saying it's balanced very
Argon,
differently. You have to
heavy
completely
load
redesign the
transporter.
universe in order to make it work.
But there were other things, like we just moved some things away from each other, so didn't have so many stations in the same place. I mean, yeah, in 5 years, maybe we wouldn't have had to do that because technology moves on, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Where are you even going? Kuna Bakery and Light of Heart.
Davon, das hier auflösen. Yes, I think. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. It's been a very long day and my German's not up to scratch.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this guy. It's not spawning any enemies yet, and he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Is there a trick to finding the randomly generated abandoned ships? I rarely ever found one in any of my playthroughs.
They're usually next to the UFO
There,
base.
yeah. Well, never mind.
Random. Yeah, was that a question about
1080s.
updates for these games? We actually had an update not too long ago. I think it was November or December last year,
Legacy.
where initially I think it was to add borderless window mode, which I'm using right now.
It
which is
turned
pretty
into
good.
something much bigger in the end, if I remember correctly.
Because I booted up one game start and it plonked me in a war sector, and my frames per second were pretty bad, and we had a pretty decent optimization out of that. It is a single core game.
Boron,
Engine's pretty much the same as it was in
transporter.
2005, I suppose. But no, that was a pretty nice improvement we had. So yeah, every now and again there will be updates. Well, if things come along. Same with Rebirth. We are making improvements to X4 and backporting some things to Rebirth. Not sure when another patch will come, but things are queuing up. But yeah, our focus is on X4.
Entering system, Great Trench.
Yeah, the Paranid do look different to, let's say, the Paranid you see in this game, but
I think they look closer to how they were supposed to look,
Yeah,
though, personally.
close to the concepts.
Can the boron help you?
How can the boron help you? How can the boron help you, Owen? I found out something fun today. Owen was a boron. I didn't know this. I knew he was a Paranid, but Owen was apparently a boron as
I
well.
did some voice acting back for Terran Conflict, and if I find the Paranid, that'll be alright.
Talking to
But
the
yeah,
automated. How may we assist you?
That was you,
Yeah, that's
right?
me.
That's you.
Hi.
That's amazing.
Serendipitous. I have a task that would suit you well. I seek protection. My journey may be perilous.
That's
Do you
great.
wish to see the details?
That's great.
This may prove to involve a little.
Here we go. Right, we got a fight mission.
That's Owen. Yes, that's
Medium
Owen.
weapons
That is Xenon Slayer in all of his glory.
Serendipitous.
Hi, Hot Chilies. Will X4 have universal traders?
Yaki, Fujin.
Not in the sense as
Sentinel.
what it was in X3. I guess.
Medium.
You are positive.
You are
Interesting.
positive. You are still positive.
If I had lost my save there, that would have been pretty bad.
Success.
Damien, Rise. To be fair, the fully upgraded Albion Skunk was pretty devastating. Even I could win fights in that thing.
Yaki, Fujin, Sentinel.
Here we go.
Now, this should be a simple fight.
Are you going to try and capture it?
Try. Alright, let's set up some groups.
What about visiting the secret UFO base? There is no UFO base. The UFO base is a lie.
You haven't been here long, have you? You haven't seen. I don't even know what this guy's doing.
Avoiding you. Well, I'd say. You're not even in weapons range yet.
Target is now
He's a quick
in
guy.
firing range.
Hi, all dead Yeti. Wait, no, just hi to you. I mean, hello to everyone.
Okay, we got
There
one.
we go, progress.
This is
Yaki,
X3 for me.
Fujin,
It was
Sentinel.
always about capturing ships, selling them on, improving your ship. Spent so much time just farming Xenon ships in Black Hole Sun. Is that an asteroid or a mine?
That's a mine.
That's a mine. I don't want to shoot that.
Metal Venom, yeah, the ships fit the time period in the universe and the way things went. I think it fits the style of the game very well.
You have done a truly excellent job.
Thanks,
I'm
mate.
sending your reward now.
You are being promoted. You have cargo bay.
It was fun doing
wildfire missile.
all that stuff.
I imagine it was. I
voice acting.
I really like the idea of doing it as well.
Things like directing, I suppose, as well. I was actually there with the other voice actors, giving them info on what to do, the context of all the lines. Look at this guy coming with us. Huh?
Missed.
Cool. Blimey.
No aim.
What are you planning to do with this person?
Dump him in the middle of Xenon space?
Okay. We've learned something. We've learned a little something about Owen.
Fujin, Sentinel. Fujin, Sentinel.
Spoils of war. Claim.
Ship computer control transfer. Discoverer.
Right. I can try and send that to a shipyard.
Fujin, Sentinel.
I'll tell you what I can do
My
now.
PC is 3 to 5 years old. Am I going to have to upgrade, or will I be able to play on low settings? Stratan, are you talking about X4? X4. I don't know. Which I feel now makes it silly that I asked read out the question in the first place. I'm not qualified to talk about the technical.
What's your nickname?
Lothari. No, O-T-H. A-R-I. Although apparently I was learning today that it's Lotari, actually, because it's Latin.
No,
they didn't have a th.
Now our border up at the top should actually be correct.
Royal Boron
Where
Trading
are we?
Station.
Isn't there a shipyard here? Ah, that thing.
Royal
Oh.
Boron Research Station.
How did we end up in boron space? Where are we?
This is their southern
Right.
things.
I have a vague memory coming back to me now of where we are.
So we're trying to get, like, over here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have that ship follow us then. It's a weirdly named ship. Ah.
Command accepted.
Interface, please.
Command accepted.
More stuff to pick up. Look at this.
Hi to the Paraneds.
Can I pick that up? It's an S-sized missile.
Remote guided warhead.
Doing okay on time. So, let's say one goal, capture a Xenon L. Because people were complaining so much during the plot
Remote guided warhead.
that they had to capture a Xenon L. I was like, what's the problem? I'll do it for science.
Stalker missile.
In X4, will the stations be restored after they are destroyed? You can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, if they're fully destroyed, then no, but because they're made up of so many different modules now, they can be heavily damaged. And yeah, of course, you have to have a way of restoring them. But yeah, it's
Cargo bay now
much.
contains Windstalker
It's
missile.
more similar to the complexes we had in X3, but just the creativeness you can have with them, like the whole placing, putting them together. Yeah, it's a lot better
Gate
than
CO's
the
down.
Rebirth set build plans and things like that. How much space have I got?
Silkworm missile.
I feel like you are going to be well prepared for your Xenon destruction rampage.
Cargo bay now contains
Well, I'm just buying these to sell them
Silkworm
later.
missile.
Oh well. Go then. You're the expert.
Might as well save again.
You are positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Yeah, exactly, Fiend. I can just capture Xenon all day. I never had a problem. I thought, okay, I'll put it in the plot that you had to capture one Xenon L for research purposes.
But you forgot one thing, Owen. Not everyone is a Xenon Slayer.
Yeah.
Successfully docked.
Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron bid you a peaceful welcome. It is good to see friends aboard.
Connection to local trading network.
Oh, that means I have to vamp. No, don't do this to me.
Aha.
Ah,
The boss is
For
watching.
inoculation.
I burned.
Navigation relay satellite. Boss.
So. No, don't want to sell those.
I hope Queen Atreus is dead in X4. That's sad, but Boron
Remote
are very
guided
short-lived.
Silkworm
Yeah.
missile. Sold. Wildfire.
As long as
Windstalker
Mahi Ma
missile.
is dead,
Sold.
because he wanted you to get so many microchips in that plot. What was he thinking? What was he doing in there? He was just selling them off, I bet.
It was all a ruse.
Gate. CO's down.
Oh, that hub plot. I don't think I've
CO.
ever finished it.
CO? I thought you said you directed these
Gate.
slime.
CO's doubt.
This would have been before me.
Okay.
And I always called it CO. It's not capital CEO.
Yeah, but it is. It's a
Gate.
Taladi
CO's
CEO.
doubt.
As in the Taladi company CEO.
It's
No?
now, it's now
or
canon.
am I wrong?
I don't know. It's now canon. There was a guy called CO. He wasn't the CEO. He aspired to be,
That's
and he
sad.
was Boron.
Okay,
the
well
final
then I'm
twist.
wrong.
Monitoring system. CO's doubt.
Ah, excuse me one moment.
I think this is where we go north.
Is no profit.
Teladi. Freight transporter.
Bitcoin mining. Was Mahi Ma using the microchips for Bitcoin mining?
He was well ahead of the trend. He knew.
This trip is going. Oh, don't say it.
Don't
say it.
don't do that. I'll be damned, this is actually X3AP. Yes! We promised X3 Albion Prelude, we delivered X3 Albion
Entering
Prelude.
system. New income.
He is the sole reason GFX cards are so high right now. Yep. It's all Mahi Ma's fault.
But no.
Teladi.
When I initially did that plot and the balancing, I use that term loosely. I think there was a big to-do next to that section where it had all the amounts and it said, check that these are okay. And things got in the way and the game got released and people were like, you want how many microchips? I was like, patching that was the worst. I mean, to take into account how many people have already put in and then in the next tier and things like that. This is always a nice station to go to. The classic
You are
trading
dock
station of the
positive.
Taladi.
Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Yeah, seeing as we're getting close to
Successfully
Black Hole
docked.
Sun, I
On
suppose
behalf of
take
Chairman
things a bit
Seal,
slower.
the Talati Company
Like I said, we're not
wishes
artists. We
great
can't really talk
profit to
about
you
all the
and
work
welcomes
that
you
went
on
into
board.
those things.
Connection to local
Okay, bye.
trading network established.
This is all
That's not
before
gonna pay
my
off.
time anyway. As I said earlier, I joined after release of Rebirth. I've been spending time working on that and X4, so I unfortunately can't talk about any kind of development for X3.
Yes, I will be capturing ships. Let's get across the what would you call it? The Xenon space, whatever. So yeah, when I first started really working on the next game, it was the Reunion Alpha. And I can remember on some of the early builds, some of the stations had some terrible geometry physics problems. And back then I had no idea about this stuff. I didn't know about 3ds Max and Reset X-Form and collision meshes. So when I ran across a invisible wall, I actually went into MS Paint and mapped it out. That split trading station, I think I still have them at home. I have so many screenshots with planes just painted in MS Paint. I said, yeah, there's a invisible wall here. You might need to fix that. And it probably took an artist like 5 minutes just to say, oh, I know what's wrong. Completely reset the X-Form or something or other, and then probably done. I spent so many hours mapping out invisible walls. I had no idea what I was doing.
That is dedication. That is real dedication. You should be proud. Hey, Ketra.
Yes, loot box is confirmed. I shouldn't have said that.
No, no, no.
Gate 18.
And again, no.
Space equipment dock.
I am blasting through these a bit. Oh, this was one of them. I can remember this one. Well, did we? No, we added these.
This
in.
looks like it was added later.
Yeah, this was
looks
added
like
later.
one of the ones.
Because I think we added in X3AP some more specialized stations for the big things. Like there was that research station we passed. Some of the harbors. This is where it's going to go wrong. Gonna run out of cord on my mouse and get slammed into a wall.
Strong arms. High-tech transporter.
Has anyone ever won the galactic lottery? Probably. Maybe once.
Strong arms. High-tech
I'm
transporter.
actually wondering, is that the one on the... Are we talking about, excuse me, the one on the BBS in X2? I put a lot of money into that.
You didn't win, I
No,
take it.
No, I don't think I won. Yeah. Janky frames.
Secret hint. Ah, that's sad. I'm reading our sorry, I'm reading our private chat messages.
Dream farm. L. Alpha.
Dream ruined. Thanks, Burnett.
You are talking to the...
Let us speak of it. Would you choose to take further profit from this job?
That could be fun. Animosera. Oh, we have to go
Taladi
back.
Octopus? What?
Yeah,
That's legitimate. He definitely bought that ship.
that's not illegal. That deep silver takeover. I don't think it really affects us.
Oh, we've answered this question already. X4 will be the first game that we release on our own.
Teladi octopus.
Like we are not
I
depending.
don't know if
We
it
are
was that much of a difference.
we are
to
we are
what
not
did with Rebirth.
we are not depending on a publisher. We may still talk to someone if we decide we want to do discs. We've said
This is
that
a touchy
before
subject,
as well. But no, it doesn't affect us in the slightest.
For Rebirth, at least, I think they were mainly
Teladi
distributor.
octopus.
It's good for
Radar.
them though.
No aim.
That's a fast cookie.
Gate. New income.
How long have I got for this? 1 hour. We provide a Kickstarter. No plans on that. I don't know. Personally, I think if a company has got products out there, then the need for a Kickstarter isn't really... It's not really up there on the list of ways to fund a project.
Raider.
Can I actually catch this guy?
What's the speed?
He's going 2 meters a second slower than me. That's going to take a while. I'd have to wait for him to slow down to get through gates and things. Oh, it's this guy. And he's meant to be following us, and yet he's going through the gate.
Fujin, Sentinel.
Are you just giving up on this mission?
Yeah. He's just slower than me.
2 meters per second faster.
Oh yeah, okay. I made the right call.
Reanimus Zura.
Oh no, wait, I'm done. No, you're not. Don't put yourself down.
Recon. Harrier. Hauler. Gate 18 billion.
That Taladi's going to be so disappointed that he doesn't get his octopus back.
Argo.
Is there something I can help you with? Here are the prices.
Oh, that's expensive for asteroids. It's for respect established law.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's my plan, at least.
It's always easier to respect law when it's set in the future, so shouldn't be treading on anything. And yeah, I think we've got enough space in time and actual space.
Yeah. I treat I mean this is part
stories.
of what I work on, and I treat this stuff very seriously. I did so for Rebirth as well when I came in. Who is the Lawmaster for X4? That would be, well, we don't have one person. It is a team effort.
There was no one here who is the guy, really.
But that said, it is something that I take very seriously, and I get the opportunity to work on the story stuff, so I have a lot to say on that matter. As does, you know, Bernd and Marcus, who's been working here a long time.
Helga.
Dream Farm. L Alpha.
You are positive, please, Doc. As soon as you get...
Who played Starlancer here? I had Starlancer for the Dreamcast. I loved that game.
It's a bit before my time. Sorry.
Was it before or after Freelancer? I don't remember.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman CEO, the Taladi Company wishes great profit to you.
No, that was a
and
great
workers
story-based
you on board.
space game. Really cool missions.
Pirate. Discoverer.
Racist accents.
Hauler.
Kaiser Kagerspeiser, I hope I didn't butcher your name, but to answer to your question, Japanese didn't become the dominant language. Well, it did for a while, but the language that the Argon ended up using was Neo-Japanese, which was a mixture of English and Japanese. And you'll notice in Rebirth that a lot of the signage on stations...
Is that a word?
Signage? I guess it is now. I declare it a word. A lot of the advertisement signs on stations use Japanese text. And you'll also notice some of the names have a slight Japanese origin. So it's in there, but you know, we're making a game for mostly a Western, or we were at the time, mostly a Western audience.
On behalf of Chairman CEO,
If you are an English native speaker, you will hear English. If you are a German speaker and you have the game set to work in German, you will hear it in German. That's how localization works.
I could not hear anything you said during that fight.
I'm sorry.
I have to turn this down.
Now contains mosquito missile. Asteroid.
Chairman CEO. Mao. Like Chairman Mao, I hope not. Localization is witchcraft.
There it is.
Sure.
It certainly takes a lot of effort and skill.
And we are humbly grateful to our translation team for helping us out with that.
Yes, they did use CO like a normal. Just roll with it. I didn't play Tachyon.
I tried. I did. I really tried.
Here's the question. Yes, Egosoft is a German company, but yes, we are British. All the Germans went home.
Egosoft may be based in Germany,
here.
but throughout its history, it has had a wide range of people from different places, from all across the world. We're British, as Owen said. CBJ is also British. We have Filipino working here. We've had a Spanish. Our producer is Swedish.
Alexei's Russian.
Polish
guy.
Early Brexit refugees.
Yeah.
Kappa. Yep. Let's not get into that one.
I haven't seen enough Kappa today. This is a very well-behaved stream. Alright, we are in Xenon space.
Yep, we are the people stealing German jobs.
Xenon PX.
Mikhail, this is a English chat. Please respect the rules.
Yeah, burn it. Any chance at all of even limited local multiplayer?
Did you not see the sign back there? We are wondering if multiplayer plus memes equals profits.
Profits.
Jury's still out on that one.
So do you have any problems working now with Brexit coming? No. It's fine.
Oh, you know that guy I picked up?
Yeah, the prisoner that you never let go.
Yeah, I forgot that when I reloaded, I didn't buy a cargo life support system, so...
Oh no.
Rip that guy. He's gone to a better place than a Xenon sector, I'll tell you that. Does asking NPCs to... What, do you mean in this game, does asking NPCs to surrender actually have an effect? In this game, I actually don't think so.
An AP? No.
Yeah. But, funny you should ask that, because this week I think we actually did change that in X4, so... Yeah. I think we're okay saying what we're talking about, what we're working on at the moment, where what I'm working on is boarding changes. It's not a surprise that boarding's in there. Yeah, boarding in X4 is going to be not player-centric like it was in Rebirth, so we're having to rework a lot of that. Guess it's more similar to what is...
Ice Bond King. This is
Why is
vanilla.
Twitch doing this now?
I don't know. This is vanilla, yes, I believe so.
Yeah, we're not doing modding yet. I was thinking I could put together some crazy executable with some Easter eggs in there. Not this time. Yeah, my mum asked for a link to the stream an hour ago. Sorry, Mum. I put it on Facebook.
They've always refused the request to give up. Would you, if it were your livelihood, if it were the only possession you had, and someone came along and said, "Give me your ship," what would you do?
Depends on how many bullets they find.
Not a hypothetical question. Chat, what would you do in that situation? 2 devs plus mods equals never-ending story.
I never really played with mods. Although I did watch a stream not too long ago where someone was playing, I think it was LitCube's Universe. The scale of things in that mod. Oh. So many ships.
Split
so many
never
bullets.
surrender. Exactly, Ketra. Exactly.
Ah, the rapid response.
Rapid response. Osprey.
The Thunderbirds of the X universe. They sweep in, their magic jump drives, and blow everything up. All the fun stuff.
I would surrender if it weren't a video game and my actual life would depend on it.
Yeah, but
It's
where are you
a
going?
fair point.
In this game, you end up in your spacesuit.
As we've seen already. They leave you alone once you're in your spacesuit, don't they, Owen?
Yeah.
Where are we now?
Niana's hideout.
Ooh, fun.
Which was a plot sector in X2, I think.
Yes.
L Alpha. Attention. One of your ships
Oh no!
under attack. Beyond sector
I forgot to tell him to stop.
Video
Owen,
enhancement
professional,
Oops.
has played most of X3 through its development. Forgot to tell his pilot not to fly through a Xenon sector.
Yeah. Nothing of value was lost except our name, our box. Never mind.
Positive. Please dock as soon as you get
And it's
green
gone.
position lights.
I have a navsat. I can replace that with a navsat. Just don't crash.
Maybe you could get sold on as a slave on a pirate station and make an epic escape.
The Argon
Maybe.
Federation welcomes
Maybe.
you aboard.
Yeah, it's a good job this stream was not yesterday because I was not feeling good. We were coughing and all that, and
Oh,
still not
there's-
100%.
It's been horrible. There's been sickness running rampant through Europe. It hit us
It's
hard.
the Argon flu.
The Argon flu. It was real. This ain't X4, is it? No, this is X3 Albion Prelude.
Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. That's rude.
How dare you?
That's-
How dare you? Now you're multitasking. No, this is only going to end one way.
How did you solve Argon flu?
we
Was it
see.
weed?
Yes, we see the chat. Game Dev Podcast. Hi, we're fine. How are
Game
you?
Dev Podcast. Hello. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is that Simon?
Omicron Lyri.
Do you reckon? Is
I
it?
think. Yeah, just let me know if you're Simon. Hey.
Yay! How are you?
Mammoth.
Are you well?
Gate. Treasure chest.
Long time no see.
Argon equipment dock.
Okay, we are getting close. Good time. I want to upgrade to a different ship. Let's just blast through these war sectors because, yeah.
Omicron Lyri.
Lyrae.
Luray? Omicron Luray? Omicron Lyri.
Lyrae.
That was in X Rebirth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
And I
misremembering.
can't remember how we decided to pronounce it. Every time I keep forgetting. Whoa. You miss Netto. That is an odd thing to miss.
Entering system. Treasure
For someone who's
chest.
still in Germany, right? Must have some over that end.
I think Leno's right. I don't think you miss Nesso at all. You may think you miss Nesso, but you don't.
If you missed Lido, I would understand that.
Gate.
Pizzeria.
Black hole sun.
Lyrae. See? No, Lyri. I don't know. There's a Y in it.
Lira, wasn't that the Italian currency? Omicron Lira.
Netto is king. I thought starting an apprenticeship there. Things are going well then, I see.
Alright, we don't get war reports yet.
Lira is the Italian currency. Liar?
Lira.
Language is hard. Omicron Lyri is a start system that actually exists.
Netto is now the official sponsor.
Of this chat.
Yeah.
Not the stream,
Not the
just the
stream.
chat. Lyra.
Oh, right.
Space thingy says.
Poltergeist missile.
This size, I could pick that up.
Lyrae says. There are a lot of different opinions on how to pronounce this sector. I'm just going to continue with what I was saying, what I have been saying since X2 was Lyri.
Omicron Euro sounds weird.
Yeah, you're right.
Cargo bay now
Lyra
contains
equals singular,
poltergeist
Lyri
missile.
equals plural. Blu-ray. See? Lee Ray Jenkins. Absolutely.
It's an old meme, but it checks out.
System, black hole
Alright,
sun,
we actually made it.
argon
And
equals
not much happened on that trip.
X Rebirth is better than X3 because it has a dubstep mine. It does. It does have a dubstep mine.
Yeah, and a cat. Was it
Argon.
also the cat
Yeah, and
line?
it was Alexei's cat that meowed at the end of it.
We've done some silly
You are
stuff.
talking to positive. Please dock as
Omicron
soon as you
Lycra.
get green position lights.
Here we go. This is what I was expecting.
asteroid.
Umlauter, do you speak it? No, we're English. We don't have umlauts. And it's a struggle. It's a daily struggle.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of our president and senator,
Okay.
the Argon Federation welcomes
Oh,
you.
it was Alexei meowing.
Connection to local
Interesting.
sensing
Oh yeah, it was him meowing. It was his cat's face, I think.
Why couldn't he have recorded his cat meowing?
We talked about this earlier this week. You can't get a cat to do what you want. It doesn't work that way. You try and make a plan around a cat?
He
Gonna go
is.
wrong.
He is a great musician.
Ooh.
Terran are coming.
Hopefully it's a xenon. Ah.
That huge black hole in Omicron Lyri in Rebirth, is that the black hole from Black Hole Sun? No.
That black hole was in Maelstrom, wasn't it?
No, it was in Omicron Lyri, yeah. Not sure how it got there.
gate. Xenon sector
The Kark?
472.
When the Kark missed a planet in X2. Twice? Did they miss it twice?
They missed twice, yeah.
Oh, they're worse at combat than you.
Took the wrong turn. Has there ever been a black hole in Black Hole Sun? I just think of the song every single time.
Yeah.
And,
Not since they moved the UFO base out of it.
I see. Okay. Who had to write all of those texts? That's a great question.
Quite a lot of people helped with that,
Yeah,
including
that was
me.
that was a big project.
There was a community aspect to that. Should I go through to split space? There are no Xenon here. My plan is foiled.
Just go into 101 and kill them all.
Is 101 the
Is it
one up
101?
there?
We're about to find out.
System,
472,
Xenon
sorry.
sector 472.
Yeah, in extension, this is my hunting grounds. There's Xenon
be
cap
honest-
ships everywhere.
To be honest, I am lucky such a small company is still alive in nowadays times of dev company
Xenon
dying.
Q.
You are lucky that we are still... I mean, we wouldn't
We're lucky.
die. It wouldn't kill us. I hope.
What's in your contract?
Okay, noted.
Oh dear.
Xenon Q.
Damn it, Q.
And companies like EA buying and closing studios. You know, this stuff happens sometimes.
Incoming
There
fire.
are other industries where it's far, far worse at the moment. There's that. Contract states that the last measure is to sell dev organs. I read the fine print. Great,
You don't want my organs.
but I didn't agree to this.
What's going on over
Xenon
there? You got action. We are not going to get involved.
Wait, we made it all this way with 40 minutes left, and you are not going to get involved.
With that,
Aladi military.
It does look
Condor.
dangerous. What am I talking
I'm
about?
just thinking. It's a Condor. He's gone. They can maybe take out a PX.
Xenon
You said you were going to
Q.
capture an L.
Yeah, but not in this. There's a stepping stone. I need a Xenon M or something. Oh, you got the
Boom,
Yep.
boom,
Gate,
boom.
gate,
Run,
gate.
run, run.
Entering
Yes,
system.
Psychro is correct.
Psychro's here.
You are a Xenon Slayer. You can take them all on.
Why is there a Paranid
Hi,
here?
by the way, Psychro.
Paranid
Good to see you.
military Zeus.
Got a Taladi fleet in Xenon space. You got Paranid here. Can I even dock? Shameless creature. I think I can dock.
Rastar.
You are talking.
Maybe I can just afford a new ship. I don't know.
With 100 grand, maybe a new S ship. I don't know. Lore question: are there more Terran sectors
You are
out
talking
there
to the
that
Automator
we don't
Unit.
get to see in
I shall
X3?
transmit the data to you now.
They turn up in X Rebirth, so yes.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
know about DeVries.
De Vries is in X Rebirth, and then later on we also have
XL
Teride, which
Yeah.
was a Terran colony.
Yeah, so they
They get that. They got out there. I mean, the whole the Terran conflict was bad for the Terran. They should not have lost. They did. It was embarrassing, and I think a lot of people on Earth were all after the Taurus Eternal got blown up, as we saw at the beginning of this stream. A lot of them just said, "Nope," and started heading for the stars. So they all ended up elsewhere, or a lot of them ended up elsewhere. That's how it ran in my mind, at least.
LO.
ARI.
Right, that should fix that again.
Gate family NG.
G. I think that's meant to be Ni.
Gate family NG.
I don't know.
Play Banosh, please don't use language like that. That's not cool, man. That's very traumatic
Yeah,
for
don't
people
do
who have
that.
been through this. It's not cool.
Entering system.
Oh yeah,
Family
Fisher,
NG.
Earth lost big time.
Didn't you see the
Well,
cutscene at the start?
no. Technically speaking, it ended in a peace treaty.
Alpha.
It did end in a peace treaty, but as far as the Terran were concerned, it should not have been able to get to that point, because until the Taurus Eternal got blown up, they were technologically miles ahead of literally the entire Commonwealth.
I'm at a loss of what to do now. Oh, okay. Like I was saying earlier,
Split stock exchange.
this station. I don't know what was wrong with it in the early alpha builds, but it had planes coming out of here that you couldn't see, and I'm gonna have to find those pictures and show you what I did as a tester.
Mega Johnny, no, they shouldn't have. That was a single mistake. Calling it the Eternal was a bad idea. Little did they know. Still the only race to actually build a gate, correct. Yes, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they still lost.
I like how they look.
Well, again, they didn't technically lose, but they may as well have done.
Cool looking station. Alright then. Ocean of Fantasy. Go see the Boron.
Split military flight school. Split.
You are talking negative.
No!
Presence
What?
aboard is neither desirable nor welcome.
Okay.
No!
Why can't I dock at that one? It's been a while since I actually played these properly.
They got a lot of help, Alpha. They had a lot of help. But you're right, praise be to the Priest Emperor. Long may he reign.
Video.
I need to shoot something.
You have an itch.
Entering system. Jin's escape.
The Terran gate that was sent out into the universe is still lost, correct? So possible DLC. I mean, the first part is correct, yes. It is still
Split
lost.
trading port.
Now, one thing I didn't talk about in the previous sector was that there was a dead gate there. Can't remember if there was actually a... I think it was in maybe Terran Conflict where there was something going on in that sector. I think there was a Xenon invasion or something.
Joy.
And the gate shut down.
Fine shift, not quite. There was a DLC in Albion Prelude that had the war end a peace treaty. I can't remember what it was called.
What, the war?
Yeah.
Wasn't that kind of like a thing?
I can't remember. I cannot remember what it was called, but the war ended before the jump gate shut down. Shady business. Thank you, Ketra. Yeah, that was it.
I should play that sometime.
No!
It's okay. I don't know if you saw that. It just said it stopped responding. Yeah.
That would have been bad.
Military outpost.
So we are in border space. Getsufune. Let's go there. Pretty much
It was up
whole...
to, yes, correct. It was up to the player whether they wanted to win the war there. And as far as the lore goes, that is canon. This is kind of the thing with sandbox games in general.
Thresher.
The people who make them do have to, if you want to put a story, like we did with X3, into a sandbox game, you do have to come up with the correct version of events, even if the player managed to do something. It's like XCOM. The new XCOM games, I think almost every person who played it at one point or the other managed to have humanity win. Spoiler alert, if you've played XCOM 2, you'll know the aliens actually won. That is the canon ending to XCOM. Which was surprising, but a good move, because XCOM 2 is a fantastic game.
You played the new Stellaris update?
I've played a little bit of it. I haven't had as much of a chance to get into it yet as I wanted because I've been ill.
Entering system. Ocean of fantasy.
I'm looking forward to getting into it more because it definitely up my.
I think the race response fleets have just wiped out all the enemies in the universe.
Egosoft Stellaris MP game.
Oh, we do want to play again. I don't know if it's a streaming thing, but yeah.
We tried early on
once
with
and-
Stellaris, but it's a big game. Paradox Interactive and Egosoft are my favourite days to date. Well, you're welcome. You know, we're amazing. So is Paradox. I have no qualms in saying that.
Entering system. Bluish snout.
Egosoft versus Paradox Interactive, make it happen. I'm not sure we can get that far.
It's a collab.
Have you played Battlefield Gothic Armada? No, haven't.
You want talk?
Create the X-Races in Stellaris and make that an MP.
Fight
That's
mission.
not a bad idea, actually.
Sorry, what was that?
Play a multiplayer game of Stellaris with the X-Races.
Yeah, I did try role-playing a Boron in Stellaris, and
Pirate. Harrier.
it can work.
Raider.
being very diplomatic, but having one enemy like the Split
So from the peace treaty to the gate shutdown, how many Yazuras have passed? The Yazuras, I have no idea. I'm sorry. I was never very good at that.
It's essentially a year, right?
Is it a year?
Yeah. This is too
No,
epic
I
music
do,
for
I do,
this
I do know
bullshit.
the answer to that question, Fisher. Unfortunately, I can't remember offhand, and I don't want to get it wrong, so won't. So.
Target is now in firing range.
Come at me, bro.
A Yazura is a year on Yanamazura. Ha! I see what you did there.
Is that actually true?
No. I mean, Yazura, if I remember correctly, that standard was the Taladi standard first, so yes, I guess.
Missouri, Stazura. I don't want to give up.
Is anyone else really getting the urge to reinstall X3?
If we've done that, then we've done our job.
In the name of Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron,
We thank you for your valuable assistance.
I am sending you money. Now.
You are being promoted.
All the promotions. Greenhorn. Reinstalling would imply I deleted it, that's true.
Firelance missile.
Spike in X3 cells detected.
Yes. We got the Egosoft store still there.
Go on, get that plug in.
Sell-out mode activated. Oh, that's the wrong gate. I'm upside down. In space.
Fedora, if you're still split on whether you want to take a second go at the Terran conflict and the hub plot, I commend you. Good luck. I guess go for it.
Hey, if you want to go for it, do it right. Install from disk. Do not patch it. That's how you know you're a true X fan.
What? Oh, I see. You're still working on the hub plot and therefore have not played Albion Prelude. It's worth the wait.
I think I never unlocked all the gates on the hub. I think I got the second set.
Entering system. Menelaus's paradigm.
Okay, there has to be something kicking off in this sector.
The hub plot was... the hub plot.
I'm sorry.
I don't have a lot else to say about that.
Bofu Chemical Lab. M.
You are top positive. Please dock as soon
That's
as
how you make
get
mission
green
content. You
position
take a
lights.
game feature like complexes and economy, and then you just say, do this. Just plug in insane numbers, and then you get hours and hours of gameplay. You're welcome.
Successfully docked.
A way to find abandoned
Atreus
ships
and the
easily.
Kingdom of Boron bid you a peaceful welcome.
Did we change that in
Good
AP
to
so
see
it's
friends
randomized?
aboard.
It never used to be randomized. I think there were set positions for them, but we might have changed it. Oh, okay, yeah. Might be true. Trying to run...
By
yeah,
the way,
I see.
careful. Danger ahead. Xenon Elvo.
Yep.
Can you take out a PX, an L, two M's, and
No.
capture an L?
Oh, PX. Oh, PX. No.
I want to see the Xenon Slayer in action. I haven't had the privilege.
Shouldn't have called myself that.
Too high expectations.
Yeah, speaking of Helga, we still got books in the shop. We got Farnham's Legend in English.
Which is awesome.
So I need to wait for an opportunity. Or I go to Getsufune and try the...
You know what is in Getsufune, I think, is the Xenon wave missions that were really, really awesome.
Were they in this game? The Xenon invasion ones?
At least I remember it being in Getsufune in X2 and X3.
I think they would have been in any sector bordering Xenon space.
Yeah, but Getsufune.
Don't know if we ever added that in... Did we? I don't know.
Entering system. Getsu.
Hang on. Get OBS up. Okay, how many people unlocked Getsufune in Extension? Like the first time, adding a sector in an X game via a patch, I was like, maybe my first DLC kind of experience.
Paranid equipment.
And the Perseus, the Paranid Perseus, the X shuttle, getting your own Orca. Capturing the Perseus, that was a daunting task. Do you know those missions?
From Extension?
Yeah.
I have never played Extension. I am deeply sorry to say.
It had no real story, but that mission that was added in 2.0, I think. Yeah. Just trying to track that ship down and getting it to bail. Took hours of just staying behind it, because they didn't have hull back then. To capture a ship, you had to get the shields down to like a little sliver. So it was like, shoot, wait a bit, reposition, shoot again.
Why wasn't there a gate travel animation in X3 like in X2? I don't know. If I were to guess, I would say it's because it took you out of the game and it was too long, but I don't know. Is Burnett still around? Maybe he can answer that.
Wait for it.
Ah, wait, what?
Just enabled it.
Ah, so it was there. It was just disabled by default. There you go. You're welcome.
Entering system. Xenon. Sector 534.
That's not right.
Pirate.
Speaking of
Perseus. Sentinel.
Let's turn that off again. Ah, there's an unmodded Egosoft GmbH in here.
Xenon L.
There is a lone Xenon L.
Lino, I think so, to answer your question in the private chat.
Okay.
But I am not 100% sure.
I am going back because I need to save. Yeah, there are two Egosoft Twitch accounts for reasons, but this is the main one now.
Entering system. Getsu Fune. Telari Space
Yeah,
Equipment.
XCOM was a crazy time.
Fun, though.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, after it was 3 years then that I'd been working here, my first job out of university, I did not think that I would be able to work for a company with its own convention soon, anytime soon. It was amazing to have so many fans here.
That was an intense day, and just having the stream running and all that, showing the game off live. It was a good time.
I had fun. People asked me to sign stuff. That was fun.
On behalf of Chairman Seo, the Teladi Company wishes great profit to you and welcomes you on board.
Where am I flying? I just had to save because I want to take on a Xenon L, and I'm in a Discoverer, so yeah.
You're going to be at GDC and Gamescom in August.
You have gained
I can't
recognition.
speak for being there representing the company, but thinking of Gamescom personally. Isn't South by Southwest happening today?
That's been on, or at least it's ending.
Yeah,
But it's already
there was a
been
panel
it's
today.
already been a thing. because some film had its trailer shown there for
Wasn't
the
that
first time.
Infinity War?
No, I'm thinking of a different one at least.
Entering system. Menelaus's
I've gone the wrong way.
paradigm.
You didn't see that.
Entering system. Getsu Fune.
Will X4 feature hats for the player character? What is this, Team Fortress?
Will the
I
character
think
have a
not.
head you could see?
You are talking to the...
You are sending data now.
This is me.
Do you wish to take this job?
So much range. I'm so impressed between the Boron
Need to destroy
and
this
the...
trade convoy. Oh no, they got turrets.
Personally, I think Earth should stay out of the X universe. They're troublemakers and a nuisance. You take that back. The Terran are amazing. Hats for ships. Rocket League style.
That Taladi octopus is still going.
Really?
He's
wow,
still going.
okay.
If I get a jump drive and in the last minute, get that guy.
Hats for ships, Rocket League style. In my mind, that looks amazing. I don't know whether it's such a good idea.
Sombrero.
Earth. Yeah, but
Oh no.
Terror is Earth, and Earth is Terran. Where would they go? I know we said that there are other Terran systems out there, but
I can't remember what they were called in 3. The ones that were far out. There was Aldrin and
Albion in Albion Prelude.
that wasn't Terran at that point. Well,
Was it not?
It's never Terran.
Oh, it's never been Terran. Sorry, yeah. Aldrin.
One began with
There
M.
were a couple of Magnia. It's a
Mir. Ooh.
Mimir. No, not again. I want to say it's a Titan, one of the Greek Titans, but I'm not entirely sure. Who wrote the combat music for X3? Was that Alexei?
He did a few of them.
Entering system.
I've heard a few of them.
Xenon sector 534.
Right, is that
Xenon
L is still here?
L.
Rocket League equals digital crack. It's a good game. I'll give you that. I have had a lot of fun
Target is
with
now in firing range.
Rocket
It's been a
League.
while since we played.
It is a little one. We got distracted by Player Unknown Battleground.
God, if he fires enough missiles at me, I'm done.
Is this the L? It is.
Yeah.
Watch and learn, people. Master at work.
Low.
And that hull. Don't know how many missiles he's got. Oh no!
Closing.
I think
Target left firing range.
yeah, chat. Hotkey for finding missiles.
Wildfire.
There we go.
missile.
Got it.
Xenon L.
I need to get around his back without him hitting me.
Target is now in firing range.
Duck and weave, duck and weave. Serpentine.
Who's that shooting at me? There's someone else out there shooting missiles.
Attention. Energy low.
There's a missile incoming somewhere.
The tension is killing me.
Somewhere. Oh my lord!
You're fine. It's all fine. How are you?
Target left firing range.
The missile defense. Oh right.
Where are you going?
Thanks, Cat.
Mosquito missile. Weapon systems ready.
This game. It's got everything.
Target is
Sorkvid
now
regarding Helga counts as novels. Are they available in digital format? I believe. I think Farnham's Legend is available as an ebook. No!
Mosquito missile.
Hey, I took out a Xenon L in
Cargo
a
bay
disco.
now contains mosquito missile. Video not.
Sure, we'll allow it. Yeah, I believe Farnham's Legend is available as an ebook. Just look for them. The internet's available at your fingertips, clearly, because you're here.
Yeah, free mosquito is worth it. Oh, is this?
PX.
This is the guy.
It's PX. You can do it,
Oh god,
I believe.
Rapier missile.
man, that automatic system really works.
You sound so surprised.
Wasn't the Xenon Balaam fight rank connected? To this day, I don't know how it works. I've been in the code. I should have looked it up, but that would have taken the fun out of it. Take on the PX in a disco. Over there. I need to capture something. Not have it get lost in a Xenon sector. Need progression.
Asteroid. Xenon L.
There we go. Target locked.
Mission target is annoying. Uh-oh. 2 of them. 3 of them. And that guy.
But you see the line and just go straight through the middle. You know that scene from Game of Thrones where the boy is running from the arrows in a straight line? How
doing
could
it,
it
Mum.
possibly go wrong?
Yeah, this track is called Earth Orbit Battle, I think. Had it on the stream boot up page.
We can dance to BDK.
Okay.
Xenon N.
This isn't really the right dance for this music, but I can't headbang at the moment, so... There you go. Farnham's Legend is available on Amazon in German and English, and Napoleus, the full name I don't know, is also available in German.
That guy just ran into an asteroid.
Carevor, only Farnham's Legend is available in English. Thank you, also BDK.
Target is now in fire mode.
Boom.
Firelance missile. Cargo bay now contains Firelance missile. Xenon N.
I have no words.
Oh, that mission guidance is really putting me off.
Target is
Oh
now
no,
in
what's that?
fire
Something's really close and bad.
The Xenon N.
mode.
Super quick, 309 meters
Oh
a second.
my
No! No! Excellent timing, though.
Yep.
Rip.
Well, I killed a Xenon L in a Discoverer. I didn't see him coming.
I have no words. Press F to pay respects, everyone.
Well, I saved in the previous sector, so we ever pick this up again. Oh man, this music.
Thanks everyone. Means a lot.
Well, now I can actually really pay attention to chat. I don't know if there's any last questions anyone.
Yeah, let's do a quick rundown. If anyone has any questions that we might be able to answer, we've got a few minutes left. Nice run for 2 hours. Got a few bales and made it through Getsofune and beyond. Yeah, we made it far.
Yeah.
We made it really far. 6 minutes to go.
Oh, that Taladi. Oh, he's still around.
He's still there. Yeah.
I still got that mission.
Are you hiring? No, not right now.
Always send information though. If you want, put the music back on. Yeah, I think jobs@Egosoft is the email address. You can just send info on what you're interested in, what you're capable of, history, and all, the usual stuff. And yeah, at least it's some on record. Also, if anyone's interested in X4 development and things like that, we don't have the NDA submission process active at the moment, but there is. You can send a mail to nda@egosoft.com and say what you're interested in doing, whether it's translation work, testing, balancing. Yeah, you can just tell us what your history is with the X franchise, modding experience, things like that. There is a thread on the forum that I think has details on this. I could put it in chat, actually. So, if you're interested at all, just send info there. We'll put you in a list for when we get started on some of this stuff. We can contact you. But yeah, now let me put this in there. That is a link to DevNet. So to see that, you will have to sign in to your forum account and be in DevNet, which is in your forum profile.
Application I want to blow stuff up. Seems legit. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
I am looking through the chat for some questions.
Albion Prelude on the Rebirth engine. Well, that's essentially what we're trying to go for with X4. It's just taking the things we had in the Rebirth engine, putting an X3 twist like that series. So yeah, hopefully it's a good mix. With, all the stuff
That's a
we've
very good
improved
point
on.
in chat. Remastering XBTF. What specific feature is it you want from that game? Maybe an X game where you can only fly one ship.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who is that troll? I need to time him out.
Play Banosh. To clarify, there will be a lot of ships.
Yeah.
The current count is over 40, and that number's only going to go up. There are some exceptions. There are, of course, some exceptions for a number of reasons, but it's 40 times more than what you got in Rebirth.
I think we said earlier, we've already confirmed that Xenon probably no, mainly because they're Xenon and they shouldn't have cockpits. Yes, they did in the past, things like that, but yeah, now that you can actually walk up to ships, sit down, you have crew walking around, things like that. Yeah, we really put a lot of effort into that side of things, and shoehorning that into Xenon would have been a bit weird.
Raya Zakon, is X4 going to be what happened between X3, AP, and XR? No. More on that at a later point.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I'm very hyped for the story stuff of X4. So we're back to hats. No.
Yeah. Any new patches for X3? Like I said earlier, if something comes along that we feel is worth putting out in a patch, then yeah, we can usually do that. We did that with borderless windowed mode last year and some performance optimizations. Same with Rebirth. Same with all the other games as well. Every now and again, there's usually something that pops up that we have to put out a new build for.
We like it. We like supporting our games for as long as we can. It will be the same with. Did you already mention it will be the same with Rebirth? I forget. We like being able to keep up support, but right now the focus is on X4. Yeah. We're working really hard on this.
Yeah, it is effort. Yeah, we might have all the stuff in there, like with backporting stuff from the X4 improvements into Rebirth, yes, that stuff is there, but we need to do the builds, we need to put it out there, we need to test this stuff, because, you know, maybe it doesn't work with Rebirth as well as it does in X4, and we can't just blindly put out patches, and that takes dev time. It's the same with putting together an X4 stream. If we want to present something, then it takes dev time. Even this, I was here until quite late yesterday trying to set this setup up. Getting 2 headsets running, 2 audio devices.
That should not have been as complicated as it ended up being.
2 audio devices running at once, yeah.
Ryozakon, by the way, haven't played Rebirth in a while. Is there a quick start mode? I really don't like doing a 2-hour tutorial. Just start the... I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
What, the one in Home of Light?
No, although that's a good one, too. Just start any other game start than the plot, and you have your wish.
Oh, I'm thinking XRVR, I think, those missions.
We added plenty of game starts where you could just jump in to different scenarios. So go for it, have fun. Free play, thank you, Lino. Free play game start is what I was looking for.
Yeah, I guess there are some mods out there that probably give you a lot of stuff you can just jump into. Can you get the experiment? Whatever happened to the experimental? Was it in X3?
Happen?
Did we ever have that in an X3 game?
Did it turn up in X2? Or was Brennan flying a different ship by then?
It wasn't him. I mean...
He turned up, though. Carl Brennan was in X2.
Was he? Oh.
In a different ship, I think.
It's so long.
Right, okay. I think that's it.
My voice is going.
I think we're out of time, and I think we're out of energy. It's 9 o'clock in the evening here. It is Friday, but, you know...
Multiplayer plus memes equals profits.
Maybe.
We're looking into
it.
The memes... There's
the memes are going
many
well.
Of them.
There are so many we cannot... They don't all work
devalue
together.
so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ugandan Knuckles, it's out. It's gone. It's not
Thank
worth
you,
anything.
Lino. We will. I'll have another one before we disappear. Nom 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 nom. Right. We will let you know as soon as we have any more details about the next stream. You know, it's still something we really like doing this. And I had a lot of fun this evening.
Yeah, this was... I mean, I could have been doing this at home, but it's so good having... How many people are here? 157.
It's a lot of fun. It's something we want to continue doing, and we'll let you know as soon as we have something that we want to share.
Yeah, and
particularly with X4, of course.
It's great just seeing chat and... You know, seeing what you are interested in, especially with X4, but also the previous games. Curious about our company and things like that.
You are most welcome. Hey, Black Archon. Nice to see you. You're welcome, Egosoft GmbH. Right.
Yeah. Let's see if I can transition this nicely into OBS stuff.
Let's see, shall we? Yeah. I'm just going to sit here doing this again.
Well, we're not going to have mics on the next scene.
That's fine.
So.
Take care, everyone.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Bye.
Yeah, this ain't going to work.